Report story. Tilda 3 years later. Tilda Ochako Pav Tilda. What? What's wrong? Oh nothing it's just. I looked at Eri, giggled, it's fine like all the other times. What? Eri asked and pointed as she looked at me. She had a long black shirt on with a red shirt. After that, she had a white jacket on top and wore boots. Does it look bad? She asked. You look fine, Eri. I already told like 7 times. I chuckled. Why are you so worried? Because this is my first date. And I want to look decent. She's also as worried as I was. I chuckled and nodded. You want to know something? I was just like you with your father and I's first date. Really? She asked. I think I was with Auntie Mina when you guys were on your date. I smiled. Izu and I were your age. Imagine that. You father and I were very awkward. Just then Izuku walked into the room and pouted as he looked at Eri. Why do you have to grow up? He asked and sat down next to us on the couch. I'm your age when you went on your first date. Eri said back and stuck out her tongue. Izu then looked at me confused. I'm telling her about our first date. Oh, he responded and sighed. It was so embarrassing, and then he proceeded to put his hands in front of his face. I giggled and touched his hand as I brought it down from his face and intertwined our fingers. You were cute. Anyways, I looked back at Eri and smiled. You're right, you were with Mina on that Saturday. Tilda flashback greater than less than tilde. Tilda Izu Pav tilde. I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. I paced back and forth in my room as Iida, Todoroki, Kaminari, and Kirishima were staring at me. Stop pacing around the room, you are making me nervous. Kaminari said. I do not think that is possible. Iida stated as he turned to look at him. Kaminari stood up and sighed as he begged to lean against the wall, because just seeing how nervous he is for his first date makes me nervous for mine with Jiro, and then he shuddered. Kirishima nodded but then shook his head. You have nothing to be afraid of. You're already boyfriend and girlfriend, so what is the difference? I stopped and turned. The difference is that I'm going to be alone with Ochako. What do I say? What if I do something stupid? If it makes you feel any better, Uraraka is probably as nervously as you are. He added. Quote. Are you sure you aren't All Might's secret love child? We all turned to look at Todoroki, who was looking at me very seriously. What does that have to do with anything right now? I'm not. Then how do you have so much limited edition All Might merch? Also, why did he come to your house on Family Day? Your quirks are very similar except for spoiler, but if you read the manga then maybe you know. But I won't say anything. Promoted stories. You'll also like, Out of Time, 20.8K 503. The world was left in chaos after AFO killed last wielder of One for All. Siblings Hiroaki and Reiko are sent to warn their parents of an impending disaster. The Pro, Making You Laugh, 5.4K 169. From asking a million times, Miss Joke has finally got a clear yes from Aizawa, and it's all thanks to the adorable Eri. Glamrock Chica X Male Reader, 9.9K 73. A kid that Chica spent a lot of time with a few years ago decided to return as an adult. Hey, you know how I took this story down for a little while to revamp it a little. FNAFSB, Foxy's New Home, Glamrock Foxy XRO. 22.2K 554. Foxy comes to the Mega Pizzaplex as a Glamrock animatronic. He now has a new home and 4 new friends. Foxy falls in love with Roxanne Wolf and Roxy is slowly falling. Rain, adopted. 114K 3.2K. This is an adopted story from at M_Spriggs titled Rain, that I will be adding onto. Corkless. One day, as Ochako Uraraka walked back to Ua, she found herself caught in the ultimate roleplay. 1.2K 107. This is sorta like my roleplay book, but bigger, crazier, and better. So, this is for all Sonic characters. All versions of canon characters are able to join. Sonic Ma. The Candian Aristocrats, 267k 24.9k and Quad. And Quad. Iida moved his glasses up and stared at me. Are you? The evidence stacks up. I'm not, I swear. There, you are more relaxed now, Kirishima said and poked at me. You stopped fidgeting with your hands. I looked down. Huh. I guess I did, but still I am not All Might's secret love child. I sighed and nodded. Thanks. So, how do I look? I was wearing my classic red shoes, some regular jeans, a black shirt, and a bright red leather jacket. I can't believe Aoyama got me to wear this. You look pretty good. Now go out there. Your date is waiting. All the guys started to push me out the door except for Todoroki, who I noticed was still looking at me seriously. Tilda Ochako Pa of Tilda. I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. Mina, I can't do this. I am so nervous, and I just. Uraraka, you are going to be fine. You look so great in the outfit I got for you. Isn't that right, Eri? Eri smiled and nodded at me. You look really pretty, Mama. Papa is going to love it. I smiled back. Thanks. I was wearing some pink shoes with black jeans, paired with a green shirt and a red flannel jacket. Su, Yaoyorozu, Hagakuri, and Jiro all agreed before asking questions. Where are you going, Kiro? I think of a cafe nearby. Are you going anywhere after that? Yes, I don't know, Yaoyorozu, Deku, and I were just going to hang out, I guess. Take some cute couple pics. Sure, Hagakuri. Aren't you guys already boyfriend and girlfriend? Why are you so nervous? I paused and blushed, because it's my first date. And I really like Izu. I don't want to mess it up. If he likes you, then he won't care, Uraraka. Plus you look great. Now go and meet the love of your life. Yeah, hurry up, mommy. Papa is probably waiting already. Thanks, Eri, and Mina. I took a deep breath and exhaled. I got this. Right. You got this, Ochako Uraraka. Izuku is probably not as nervous as you are, so just think about how he would be in this situation, even though he is technically in this situation but probably not going through the same thought process as you. What was the point of this? Oh right. You got this, Ochako. I nodded and pumped up my fist, turned around, and opened the door waving goodbye to my friends. Wish me luck. They all waved back except Mina, who had a grin on her face. If all goes well, maybe you will be Ochako Midoriya when you come back, she said before I closed the door. Seriously, Mina. But, Ochako, Midoriya, stop. Not the time to think about this. I placed my hand over my chest and turned around, sighing, still having a faint pink in my cheeks due to what Mina said. Ochako. I looked up and saw Izuku staring at me nervously. His expression changed to a loving one right away as our eyes meet, and she looked away quickly with a hand over his mouth and a blush on his cheeks. Why, you look pretty. I smiled and blushed. You too. Wait. I meant you look handsome. We both started to laugh and smiled at each other. Why are we nervous? We said at the same time. We both paused at the coincidence and giggled quietly. After that we looked at each other again, because I love you. Once again we same that at the same times, and we both flushed red, yet we didn't look away at that time. Ready for our date? Izu asked as he held out his hand. I grabbed and held onto his hand. Yup, I responded as we both started walking out the dorms. Blank, underscore, so yeah. Next chapter as soon as possible. The next one will be a medieval one. That's about it. Anyway, as always, I hope everyone is doing okay, and remember to stay safe, guys. Tilda, the Final Night Fury.